Welcome to day one of your nonprofit's journey, crafting your nonprofit story, or your founder story, actually. So, a founder story recounts your origins of starting a nonprofit. It provides context on who you are, what motivates you, and how you turned passion into an organization. So, founder stories humanize your mission and help supporters emotionally connect with your work. They reveal the catalyst behind your nonprofit so others can understand the driving forces. An authentic, well crafted founder story is a powerful tool that you can use. And here's how you can use it. You can use it to attract donors, volunteers, and partners by sharing your inspirational narrative. Next, you can establish your credibility as the leader of this cause. Three, you can create a brand identity and purpose around your motivations. And then last, you can inspire and rally people around your vision. So, what is our first step? Well, our first step is your why. So start by thinking about what you care deeply about that led you to create your organization. Get descriptive. What issues stirred your emotions enough to move into action? Describe specific moments when you realized this cause demanded your dedication. Feel free to infuse some personality as you talk about your motivations. Share quirks about yourself, what makes you tick, and how your interests mesh with your nonprofit's mission. So people connect with stories that feel genuine and human. So let's do a quick passion reflection exercise to help you start thinking about where we start the story. So, first of all, list the moments, people, or experiences that excited you about your cause. Where does that passion come from? What is that one moment that you knew? You just knew. What was that one moment where you said, there's got to be a better way? So think about those things. Once you have your moments, people, or experiences, now you describe how you felt during those moments, aloud or in writing. So, what you can do is once you figure out what that moment is, if you're good on the computer or you like pen to paper like I do, write it out. If none of those things are really how you operate, if you're more of a listening person, take your phone, hit the record button on your voice memo, and start talking. We can always transcribe those voice memos then into text and then clean it up from there. So sometimes, even for me though, if I need that extra boost of what do I say, I just take my phone out and just start talking and figure it out. So that's something that you can do. But just, you know, be authentic, find some drama, and be heartfelt in what you're talking about. And then last, what personality traits of yours connect to this passion? Remember, we're looking for some passion and authenticity here. So what are some of your personality traits that connect to your passion? Are you fiery about justice? Do you care deeply about compassion? So tap into this passion and personality when crafting your origin story. Now, speak from the heart about why you were called to launch this nonprofit. This sincerity and authenticity will draw supporters to your mission. Next, you're going to unleash your authentic self. Now, let's delve a little deeper into how your unique personality traits connect to your motivations. So, understanding how your quirks and attributes align with your mission will help you convey your feelings genuinely, allowing supporters to connect with your journey on a very personal level. So, first thing, let's identify your personality traits. So, take a moment to reflect on your personality. Are you an outgoing extrovert or a compliment, compl- contemplative, contemplative introvert? That's the word I was looking for. Are you known for your determination, creativity, or empathy? So consider the qualities that define you and how they influence your approach to your nonprofit's mission. All right, so here is an example. So let's consider two personality traits, determination and empathy, and then how they shape your approach to your nonprofit's mission. So, story might go as, I've always been introspective and contemplative, learning more, leaning more towards the introverted side of the personality spectrum. This trait of being an introvert has a significant impact on my role as the founder of our nonprofit. While I may not be the loudest voice in the room, my contemplative nature allows me to listen deeply and reflect on the issues our organization aims to address. My introversion has made me a careful observer. I take the time to analyze situations and understand the underlying complexities of the problems we're tackling. This introspective quality guides our nonprofit strategic planning, helping us make well-informed decisions based on thorough research and consideration. On the other hand, empathy is another core aspect of my personality. I've always been known for my ability to connect with people on an emotional level. This trait is a driving force behind our nonprofit's mission. I can put myself in the shoes of those we serve, genuinely understanding their experiences and struggles. Empathy helps me build strong relationships with our community and the individuals we aim to support. It's not just about addressing the surface level issues, but truly understanding the emotions and needs of those affected. This enables us to tailor our programs and initiatives to improve meaningful assistance and support. My determination is a third trait that influences our nonprofit's approach. I have a relentless drive to see our mission through to the end. It's not just about starting initiatives, it's about ensuring they are sustained and have a lasting impact. My determination pushes our team to persevere through challenges, setbacks, always keeping our ultimate goal in mind. In essence, my personality traits of introversion, empathy, and determination play crucial roles in shaping our nonprofit's approach. They guide our thoughtful planning, our ability to connect with our community, and our unwavering commitment to making a meaningful difference in the lives of those we serve. So, did you see how all those elements came together and really helped shape a narrative? All right. So, now we're going to connect your traits to your mission. So, explore how your personality traits align with the cause you're passionate about. So, for example, If you're a fiery advocate for justice, explain how your determination and commitment drive your work towards social change. If compassion is at your core, share stories of how your empathy has shaped your interactions with the community you serve. So here's another example. So imagine that you are a fiery advocate for justice, and your nonprofit's mission is focused on social change. You can explain how your personality traits of determination and commitment drive your work. It might go something like this. Being a fiery advocate for justice has always been an integral part of who I am. My determination is like a burning fire that fuels my passion for social change. I don't back down from the face of adversity. I confront it head on. This unwavering commitment has been the driving force behind every initiative our nonprofit undertakes. I recall a particular moment when our organization took on a challenging legal battle to protect the rights of vulnerable communities. Many saw it as an uphill struggle, but my determination was unyielding. I spent countless late nights researching, strategizing, and rallying our team. It was my fiery spirit that pushed us forward, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. My commitment to justice just isn't just a professional trait, it's deeply personal. I've witnessed the injustices that people face firsthand, and I can't rest until I've made a meaningful difference. This relentless determination to create a fairer world is what propels me every day in my work for social change. In addition to my determination, my core trait of empathy plays a pivotal role in our mission. I firmly believe that compassion is the cornerstone of social justice. I've seen the positive impact of showing empathy to the individuals and communities we serve. It's not just about addressing systematic issues, it's about connecting with people on a human level. I remember a specific instance where our organization organized a community event to provide support to families affected by an unjust eviction. As I sat and listened to their stories, my empathy deepened. I realized that empathy wasn't just a trait. It's a powerful tool for building bridges and fostering understanding. It's what allows us to connect with those we serve, share their pain, and work together towards a more just society. In essence, my fiery determination and deep empathy are the driving forces behind our nonprofit's mission. They guide our efforts to bring about lasting social change and ensure that justice prevails for all. So, did you see where you can bring in some of those and really connect them to your mission? And it's kind of your underlying universal why. Okay. So, another one is to embrace your quirks. Don't be afraid to showcase your quirks and unique characteristics because your authenticity lies in the details that make you who you are. So maybe you have an unusual hobby or a distinctive sense of humor. Now, these aspects can make your story more relatable and memorable. So here's another example. So so here's another example. Let me share something that some might consider a quirk of mine. I have an insatiable fascination with collecting vintage vinyl records. It's a passion that might seem unrelated to our nonprofit's mission at first glance, but it has actually played a unique role in shaping our approach. You see, my love for vinyl records has taught me patience and attention to detail. I spent hours carefully flipping through dusty crates at flea markets, searching for that one hidden gem. This same meticulousness and patience have translated into our nonprofit's work. We take the time to thoroughly research and plan our initiatives, ensuring that they have a lasting impact. Additionally, my quirky sense of humor has become a part of our team's culture. Laughter is a powerful tool and it helps us maintain a positive atmosphere even when facing challenging situations. We found that humor can break down barriers and make our community feel more comfortable engaging with us. So don't be afraid to showcase your quirks and unique characteristics. They will add depth to your story and make it more relatable and memorable. I hope you saw that in that example. After all, it's the details that make you who you are, and they can bring a touch of authenticity and charm into your nonprofit's mission. All right, now let's move on to something else, which is showing vulnerability. Because authenticity often includes moments of vulnerability. So you're going to share the challenges and doubts you've faced on your nonprofit journey. Your ability to overcome obstacles and learn from failures can inspire others who are also working towards positive change. And now remember, when it comes to vulnerability, you have the freedom to be as open as you're comfortable with. Sharing your vulnerabilities can be a powerful way to connect with your audience on a deeper level, but only if you're comfortable. So, here are some ways to incorporate vulnerability in your founder's story. So, sharing your personal struggles. If there were moments of personal struggle that led you to start your nonprofit, don't hesitate to open up about them. So, for instance, if you faced financial hardships while trying to get your organization off the ground, which many of you might be doing, sharing that experience can make you relatable to others who may have faced similar challenges. An example, I remember a time when I had to empty my own savings account just to keep the lights on in our tiny office space. It was a difficult decision, but it was a testament to my unwavering belief in our cause. Next is admitting doubts and insecurities. So everyone has moments of doubt. Sharing your own moments of doubt and insecurity can make you more relatable. So discussing how you overcame these doubts can be incredibly inspiring. Example, there were days when I questioned whether I was the right person to lead this mission. I would lie awake at night, wondering if I was making any real impact. But it was those moments that pushed me to seek guidance and keep going. Something else you can do is acknowledging your mistakes and failures. So we all make mistakes, and your nonprofit journey likely includes some missteps. But be willing to admit when things didn't go as planned and discuss what you learned from these experiences. An example, one of the biggest mistakes I made early on was underestimating the importance of networking. I missed opportunities because of it, but it taught me the value of building relationships in the nonprofit world. Next, we have expressing emotional impact. So share the emotional toll your work has taken on you. Discuss the times when you felt overwhelmed, heartbroken, or frustrated. It's through these emotions that others can truly connect to your passion. So an example is I've witnessed heart-wrenching stories and felt the weight of our mission on my shoulders. There were moments when I couldn't hold back tears, but that only fueled my determination. to make a difference. See how powerful that can make things. But remember that vulnerability is a strength and not a weakness. It allows others to see your humanity and resilience. So by sharing these moments of vulnerability, you not only inspire others, but also create a space for genuine connection and empathy with your audience. So feel free to be as open as you're comfortable with, knowing that your authenticity will resonate with those who share your passion for positive change. So if you're still feeling, well, vulnerable, then here's one example of sharing vulnerability in two different ways at different levels of openness. So let's say our example is a financial struggle. So level one is kind of a moderate vulnerability. And this is what it might sound like. I remember a time when our nonprofit was just starting out and we faced some financial challenges. It was a tough period, and I had to dip into my own savings account to cover our operating costs. It was a difficult decision, but it showed my commitment to our cause. Okay, same situation, but we're going to take it to level two, which is a little bit deeper vulnerability. It might sound something like this. Let me take you back to a moment that shook me to my core. It's the early days of our nonprofit. We hit a financial rough patch that nearly derailed everything. I had invested so much of my own savings into our mission that I found myself struggling to pay my own bills. There were sleepless nights, wondering if I had made a terrible mistake. It wasn't just about our organization, it was my personal finances on the line. But deep down, I knew that our cause was worth the sacrifice. It was a moment of profound vulnerability, but it also became a defining point in my journey. It taught me that the lengths I was willing to go to make our vision a reality, no matter the personal cost. So I hope you see the difference in how you can share the same moment, the same vulnerability, but you get to decide how vulnerable you want to be. Okay, so here's something else that we're going to keep in mind as we write our story that we're going to use. So we're going to involve personal anecdotes. So incorporate personal anecdotes that highlight your personality traits and how they've guided your path. Share stories of interactions with individuals or communities that have deeply impacted you. These real life experiences add depth and authenticity to your narrative. And then next, we're going to emphasize your relatability. So remind your audience that you're just like them, driven by a genuine passion to make a difference. Make it clear that your journey is not about being a perfect hero, but about the shared human experience of striving for positive change. Remember, we want to connect with our audience. So by letting your authentic self shine through in your founder story, you'll create a connection that goes beyond words. People will resonate with your sincerity and find common ground with your mission. As we continue crafting your narrative over the next few days, remember that your unique personality is a powerful asset in inspiring support for your cause. So, your homework, your mission, should you choose it, is to describe the moment you knew your community needed this nonprofit and you were the one to bring it to life. Use what you've learned to craft this part of the story. Again, you can put pen to paper, type it in a Google Doc, or hit record on your phone in your voice app and just start talking. You can always transcribe your story into a document later and then clean it up. If you need more help, don't forget to download the workbooks and other materials. I'll put a link to those items in the description. And if there are any questions, put them in the comments and I'll be glad to answer them. All right, I'll see you tomorrow as we discuss upcoming obstacles on your nonprofit's journey. Keep your passion close as we continue bringing your story to life.